Hello class. So today we're going to look at GPS 14, which is intercepts of a line. So first let's talk about what are intercepts of a line. So there's a line has two intercepts. We have the what's called a y-intercept, and then we have the x-intercept. Now the difference is that the y-intercept, okay, is where the graph intercepts the y-axis. Okay, so see here, that's your y-intercept because the graph intersects the y-axis at that point. This one is called our x-intercept because that is where the graph crosses the x-axis. All right. And one thing to remember is that um, when you're when when you're looking for the x-intercept, right, the opposite one is always 0. So if you're looking for the x-coordinate, so the x-coordinate of the y-intercept is always 0, and then the y-coordinate of the x-intercept is always 0. So the opposite one is always 0. So let's look at an example. Right, so for example, in this problem, we're asked to find the y-intercept of this equation. So remember, to find the y-intercept, so basically to find the y-intercept, all right, we make the opposite one 0. We make x 0. So we plug in 0 for x. So that's going to be 2 times 0 minus 3y equals to 12. 2 times 0 is 0, so we just get minus 3y equals to 12. Divide both sides by negative 3. So then we get y equals to negative 4. Okay? Now we need a coordinate. Remember, the intercepts are always coordinates. So x-intercept is always a coordinate, y-intercept is always a coordinate. Well, what's that coordinate? Well, here we wrote that x is 0, and here we wrote that y is negative 4. So that coordinate is going to be 0, where the x is, and then negative 4. Okay, so that's our y-intercept, 0, negative 4. All right, keep that in mind. The intercepts are always coordinates. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, so here we're asked to find the x-intercept. So how do we find the x-intercept? Find the x-intercept, you make the opposite one 0. So that means we're going to make y 0. So then we just plug it into the equation. So we have 2x minus 3 times 0 equals to 12. So that just gives us 2x. 3 times 0 is 0. So this gives 2x equals to 12. Divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 6. And again, we need a coordinate, right? Well, what's that coordinate? I see that y is 0 and x is 6. So how would you write a coordinate? It's always xy, right? So that coordinate is going to be 6 comma 0. Right? The x coordinate is there, and then the y coordinate is here. Okay, so the x-intercept in this case is 0. You see how always the opposite one is 0? X-intercept, y is 0. Y-intercept, right? When you're looking for the y-intercept, the x is 0. Right? Let's look at another one. So here, they want us to graph it. So we found the y-intercept. Let's look back again. What was our y-intercept? Our y-intercept was 0, negative 4. So here we have 0, negative 4. And our x-intercept was 6, 0, I believe. Let's double check. Yep, 6, 0. So it wants to graph and plot the points. Okay, so let's do that. Let me make this a little nicer. Okay. So then, we have 0 at x, negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4 means going down. So that's 0, negative 4. And then we have 6, 0. That means 6 on the x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 on the x, and then 0. Okay, let's label those. This is 0, negative 4, and this guy is 6, 0. And they want us to, connect the dots, right? Draw a line past them. So let's draw the line that connects the 2 points. How's that one? Not very good. Let's try that again. This one. Okay, good. Okay, there you go. So your line should look like that. Again, use something straight. Ruler, ID card, something, anything straight. All right, let's continue. Okay, so here with this problem is 14.8. Same thing, right? You want to find the x-intercept, x and y-intercept. So find the y-intercept again. And y-intercept, right? Again, you make the opposite one 0. So we make x equals 0. So that's going to be 3 times 0 plus 15y equals to 15. 3 times 0 is 0. So you're left with 15y equals to 15. Divide both sides by 15. So what do you get? Y equals to 1. So we get y equals to 1. And remember, our x is 0 and our y is 1. So what's that coordinate? That's going to be x and then y, 0, 1. Right? Next one, find the x-intercept, right? So that means I got to make the opposite one 0. I got to make y 0. So it's going to be 3 times x plus 15 times 0 equals to 15. 15 times 0 is 0, so we just get 3x equals to 15. Divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to 5. So what is that coordinate? Well, y is 0, x is 5, so that coordinate is 5, 0. Okay, now I think they want us to plot it. So let's plot this guy. We have 0, 1, which is right here. Oh, I'm sorry, 0 on the x, and 1 is on the y, so I'm over here actually. And then we have 5, 0, so 5 on the x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on the x and 0 right there. Let's label everything. This is 0, 1. This is 0. And then we want to connect those points. So maybe look like this. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. Should look something like that. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so here's the next one. So same thing. They're just all, a bunch of problems for you to practice. So we want to find the y-intercept. So we make the opposite one 0. So x is 0. So we have negative 2 times 0 plus y equals to negative 4. Negative times 0 is 0. So we just get y equals to negative 4. So then what is that coordinate? X is 0. Y is negative 4. So that is 0, negative 4. Okay. For the x-intercept, right, we make the opposite one 0. So that means we make y 0. So that would give us negative 2x plus 0 equals to negative 4. Well, that's just going to give us negative 2x equals to 0 is gone, right? Doesn't do anything. So divide both sides by negative 2. So we get x equals to positive 2. So we know x is positive 2, y is 0. So that means that coordinate is 2, 0. Okay, and it's going to ask us to plot them again. So let's do that. So if I plot them, I have 0, negative 4, which is, I'm going to go down. X is 0, y is negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And then I have 2, 0. 1, 2, 0, right there. Okay. Label your points. Connect your dots. And there you have it. Okay, so take a look at that. Make sure you're getting the same answer as me, right? Practice on your own. Okay, now here, they want us to plot the point first, right? So let's first plot the point. Let's make our point a little bit smaller. Okay, this looks a little better. So let's plot our point, negative 1, negative 6. The negative 1 on the x is here, negative 6 on the y, you're going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's right there. Okay, so that is negative 1, negative 6. And then we have 2, 3. So 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. Right here. That is my 2, 3 cancel everything. This guy is 2, 3, and this guy is -1, -6. And we're going to connect dots, right? So let's do that. So, I mean, again, you're going to have to use something straight. Mine is not that straight. So there's going to be some problems. Let me see if I can make this straight. All right. But if you use something straight and you connect it through both points, all right? They want us to find the x and y intercept, right? So if you remember, the x-intercept is where the graph crosses the x-axis, and the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis, right? So it looks like I have a y-intercept right here, right? That's where it crosses the y-axis. What's that coordinate? It's 0, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like the y-intercept is at 0, -3, if you did it straight. And this looks like our x-intercept. And what's that point? Well, that's 1, right? That's 1, 0. Okay, so those should be our x and y intercepts. So let's continue. So same thing with the next problem. Next problem, same thing. Next few problems. They want us to plot all those points and then connect the dots, right? Okay, you go back to the big one. That small one's not that clear. We have -2, -1, so that's -1, -2, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we have 4, 3. So 4 on the x. 1, 2, 3, 4. -3 on the y. 1, 2, 3 on the y. Okay, now let's connect. Well, let's label first. This is -2, 6. This one is 4, -3. And now we want to connect those two dots as best as possible. It looks like maybe something like this. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. So yeah, again, so what's the y-intercept, right? The first one is they're asking us for the y-intercept. So what's the y-intercept? Well, that's where the graph crosses the y-axis. It looks like it crosses it right here. What's that coordinate? That's 1, 2, 3, right? So that's 0, 3. That's 3 on the y. That's 0, 3. And then where's the x-intercept? The x-intercept looks like it's right here. What is that? That's 1, 2. That's 2 on the x. So that means that is a 2, 0. Okay, let's do the other ones. All right, so pretty much same thing. Plot the 2 points. We have -4, 4, 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's a -4 on the x. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the x, and then 4 up on the y. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm like right there. And then I have 8, -2, 8 on the x, so that's like all over here. That's 8, and then -2, so I'm going down. 1, 2. I should be that right there. Okay, label that. That's -4, 4. This guy is 8, -2. And now I'm going to connect the two dots. It looks something like that. Yep, I like that. So what's the y-intercept? It looks like it's right here, where the graph crosses the y-axis. So that's 1, 2. That's 2 on the y. That's 0, 2. And then the x-intercept seems to be right there. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the x. So that is 4, 0. Okay, and again, I'm just counting it, right? When you're working on it in your notebook, you should count it in your notebook, right? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, that's 4. Okay, and that's it. All right. So again, if you have any, or lost you anywhere, rewatch the videos again and try them on your own, try them in the homework. And if you have any questions, post on the discussion forum. Okay, see you later.